When you think of a date, what do you think of? Do you think of a nice romantic dinner, candles lit, server coming up? What's the occasion day? First date. Beautiful, amazing. You guys have just met. You tell her that she's beautiful as a guy. You tell him that he looks handsome as a man, and maybe he got you some flowers. That's the idea of a first date, right? Sounds amazing. But that shit is all done today. Welcome to 2024, 2025, whatever year you're watching this in. Dating is not the same as it used to be. That whole dinner date concept is something that people still look for, but it doesn't really work today. In today's video, I'm gonna explain how to get the perfect first date out of someone and how to kind of transition from there into eventually having dinner dates just like that, very romantic, traditional dinner dates. But how should you really start dating somebody, and how should you start the interaction itself? What is up, guys? Sumi here with Team Basani, back with another video. Definitely hit that bell notification to stay on top of all my videos. Follow me on all major platforms, and let's dive into today's video on how to nail the perfect first date. Now, this is not just for men, okay? Now, I know a lot of guys probably watch this, but this is also for the ladies, because I don't think you guys understand, all of you, how dating has changed. The traditional, let me ask you to dinner, it's not it anymore. It really wasn't ever it back in the day either, but really today now, it's not it. Restaurant prices are expensive. You want to go to a dinner date with somebody, it's like $150 plus. If you go to cities like Miami, New York, that thing's like $300, okay? It's a lot of money for the man. It's 2 hours to get ready as a woman, to get ready for a stranger, waste your makeup that you spent a lot of money on to go talk to some guy that you barely even know. You don't even know what he's like. You don't even know who he is. You don't know what he does. It's all this stuff. You're getting ready to go out to dinner. You're driving your car to a restaurant that you don't even know of. Or maybe you do, and it might suck. The waitress might suck, the waiter might be terrible, the food itself might be bad, the lighting might be garbage, there might be a noisy couple next to you. There's so many confounding variables. Then you're sitting across from someone, interview style, straight on, sitting there talking for 1 to 2 hours at least, trying to break the ice on a conversation. And honestly, sounds really boring to me. You're eating food that you don't really know. You're talking to someone that you don't really know. I get it's a new experience, but the reality is, in 10 minutes, you might decide that you don't like the person, and then you're a prisoner until the bill arrives, or you have to dine and dash or something. You have to do something that will kill your reputation. And if the conversation is good, it becomes static. You're sitting there enjoying each other, but then you don't really have a good exit strategy, and you can't really create anticipation in the chemistry itself. So what is the perfect first date? What are the things that you should do? The perfect first date is not what a lot of you ladies think. My perfect first date is the coffee date, and I'm explaining exactly why. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be just coffee. Personally, I don't really drink a lot of coffee. I like to drink water, and that's really it. But if I'm gonna take a girl on a first date, if I'm gonna get to know somebody, I'm just genuinely going to get to know somebody. Spending my money, my hard-earned money, even though I make a good amount of money, on a girl that I don't know, on a girl that I've never seen before, on a girl that I don't necessarily have chemistry with, that's a lot, man. That's a lot. And then I'm out in town with her. You're being advertised as a woman that goes on date. Guys might see you that you might potentially be interested in as eating dinner with somebody. They're going to be repulsed by that. Women might see you taking another girl out, and then they're going to compare everything that's there. You should only be taking your exclusive partner on a date. That's just my personal opinion. And a lot of girls out here that are trying to get free lunch and free dinner, you know who you are. You're not going to dinner just to get to know the guy. That's not the only environment you can get to know somebody. You can get to know somebody at a coffee shop. You can get to know somebody on a walk. You can get to know somebody literally anywhere. And I'm going to tell you, this is a guy that makes a good amount of money. It's not about the money. It's about the atmosphere. Dinner dates at restaurants are so annoying to get to know somebody. It's not really about you. It's about the food. It's about the atmosphere. It's about the restaurant itself. It's not about the conversation. I'm focused on the conversation. I'm focused on you. So I want all the other distractions out of the way. That's why I like coffee dates. Meeting someone for coffee, sitting side by side with them. It's a lot more intimate. It's a lot more real. It's a lot more casual. That's how I want to get to know somebody. And the first thing that I'm going to do on the date is not necessarily hype up who I am. I'm not going to go in and say, oh, I do this, I do that. As a woman, you shouldn't say that either. Come as real as you can be. Be as honest as a person as you can be. When I'm on the first date, the first thing I tell them is, hey, look, I saw you. I think you're a really cool person from my initial perception. I want to get to know you first, but let me tell you some things about me that you might not necessarily like, if that's okay. I know a lot of people start off with the things that they are all good about and they put on this front. I'm going to lead by saying things that you may not like about me. And I hope this gives you a little bit more clarity as to who I am. Now, when I do this with a lot of women, they are refreshed. They're like, wow, that's totally different. And it is refreshing because normally people will put on their best front. But I'll lead by saying, hey, I'm a very busy person. I work a lot. I'm not always responsive on my phone throughout the day, but towards the end of the night or in the early mornings, I'm available. I have a lot of people around me for work, sometimes around a lot of women because I work in the social media space, and it's not necessarily that I'm doing anything with them. It's just the nature of what I do. I'm not always around men. I travel a lot for work. I have a lot of confidentiality agreements with the things that I do for professional business. These are things that I genuinely say to people when I'm on a date. I also have a dog. I'm not sure if you don't like dogs. I work out a lot. I'm really big into health and fitness to a point where it may become very strange. Like I work out in the morning and I work out in the afternoon, and my entire life is like kind of built on being healthy and disciplined. I'm disciplined. A lot of people think they like that, but I'm disciplined to an extreme level, to where my fridge is stocked in a certain way, to where my meals are prepped, to where I have a schedule throughout my day. I'm not someone that does a lot of drugs, that sits back and smokes. I don't really go out like that. These are things that people may not genuinely like. And so I let people know right off the rip what is not good about me. And this is what is really important. If they don't like me, I don't want to waste their time. I'm a busy guy. I don't want to waste my fucking time. I don't want to waste my time talking to someone that doesn't like me, and I don't want them to waste their time talking to me when they're not genuinely interested in who I am. And I don't do coffee dates. I don't lead with that. I lead with the coffee date. Because anybody that wants all this showmanship is very superficial, and they're not genuinely there for you. If a girl likes you, she's going to meet you at a park bench and just talk to you. If a guy really likes you for who you are, he's going to sit there and talk to you. Where do we go in this culture today where we're all about the nice baller dinners? You can do that for your partner. When I have a girlfriend, I'm taking her out to nice restaurants. I'm opening the door for her. Me and her are going to go enjoy the experience. But I'm always going to be a gentleman from day one. So when I'm on this coffee date with her, it's not about splitting the bill. It's about, hey, can I get you something? Can I get you a breakfast sandwich? Whatever it is. And that's not an expensive bill to take care of, right? First off, it's not about money. If you're a guy and you don't have money to spend on a date, listen, dating isn't for you. But I understand spending $300 on a girl that you don't know, not great. Not a good use of money, but spending $30 on a coffee date, definitely more doable. And I'm here to save your time, ladies, as well. You don't have to spend 2 hours getting ready for some guy. You can just show up in the middle of your workday. You can just show up and say, hey, I'm here for the coffee date. You don't have to dress all nice. You should still be presentable, but you don't have to do too much. Keep the coffee date short too. 30 minutes, 40 minutes is all you need to create the initial interaction. 30 minutes, 40 minutes is all you need to know if you want to keep talking to this person. That's it. That's all you need. You do not need 2 hours of sitting with them and talking to them and then doing something after. That doesn't happen. Also, the pressure of you going home with them and sleeping with them isn't there anymore. It's automatically gone, and you can go about your day. So the anticipation is there if the date is good, and the ability to cut it off and move away if it's bad is also there. Coffee dates are my favorite thing. You're in a public environment. It's safe. It's secure. You're together. If you guys want to give each other a hug or even a kiss after the date, it's definitely doable because you're sitting side to side. There's physical chemistry. It's not a strict environment. You're not relying on a server to dictate the time and the agenda of the evening. You're just being you. You're getting to know somebody. You're pulling up. You're talking, and it's a real interaction. So stop with the whole dinner date the first time. It's the dumbest fucking thing you could do. Any social media coach or influencer that's telling you to go on a dinner date, bring them to me, bring them to Coach Sumi, and have them have a conversation with me because I will literally change their mind. Because what they're telling you is literally bullshit. It's not good. If they're trying to go out either way, guy or girl, they're typically just trying to be very superficial about the interaction and be very transactional. Not my cup of tea, not my cup of coffee. So appreciate you guys for jumping in on today's episode. Hit that bell notification to stay on top of all my videos. Thank you so much for supporting us, for showing us a lot of love. Comment down below if you liked the video. Definitely follow us on all social media platforms. And until next time, guys, Sumi out.